Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Roboplant. Roboplant is a bit of like a space hydroponic growing, planting, surviving type game, I guess you'd say it. This is just the demo. It just came out recently on Steam. Depending on when this video is released or when you watch it, it's been out now for a few days. Today is I think it came out on September 21st, the demo. The main version of the game, the full release, is scheduled to come out in November based on what Steam and the developers say. Anyway, basically, in the demo, you don't have the story mode. Continue game is because I was messing with it a little bit earlier. To understand the basics is not very clear because there is no tutorial in the game as of yet. But here it says the roadmap for Roboplant, a complete story mode, which I'm looking forward to doing. New plants and planets, more rooms and decors, expected events, science fairs, much more, etc., etc. You could wishlist or you could go hit the feedback, which takes you to the Steam page as well. Here's all their information. Rebel Plug, I think Rebel Plug is the name of their thing. But in any case, let's jump into it. We're going to go to challenge mode, and you basically have three things to do in the demo. Deliver 100 packaged lettuces and 100 packaged strawberries in 10 days. And then you have level your reputation and then diversification, which we're not going to get into these right away. So we're going to restart this because I want to start from scratch. Now, as I said, there is not a tutorial in the game as of yet telling you what to do. So it can be very challenging. So I'm going to try to walk you through it best I can. We'll go to start challenge. I'm just going to pause the game. So you start out here. You have one little room here, which there's literally nothing here. I don't know what these are supposed to represent. And then you have like a landing bay. Here you have some water storage. And here you have some power storage. Here you have your I don't know, warehouse storage, even though it's not there's no roof on it, but it's your storage. You have lettuce seeds, you have strawberry seeds, you have different fertilizers, different mediums to grow your plants in. You have your hydroton, you have bags, and this number here shows you how many you have of each item that's there. The number 6, I don't know what that represents, because it says we have 50 units in storage, and 6, I don't know what this number means. I know this means this is how much they cost, the 2 coins. I don't know what this means. 100% just means the viability is 100%. This is 8. It says 50. I don't really understand what the 8 means. It doesn't make any sense to me. But anyway, let's try to get into it quickly. Top left corner, your days, your time, your speeds, of course. This is how much money you have, how much power you have, which is based on this, and water, which is based on this. You can buy things to increase your power and also increase your liquids. And then you can obviously build better warehouses, etc., etc., etc. If you click on your buy menu, it takes you to the store of everything that you can buy so far. We have lettuce seeds, we have strawberries down here, we have different berries here we're not into yet. All these things starter mediums. Again, I don't understand what these these numbers represent. I don't know. Because hovering over them doesn't do anything, and it doesn't say anything about 13, right? So I don't honestly know. But your medium, your fertilizer, of course, your growth medium, which is what they grow into. Again, these numbers, I don't know what they mean. They don't tell you. Growth fertilizer, and then these are just effectiveness, and packaging is just your bags. And then down your bottom left is your kind of like your main interface, and then bottom right, there's some things. Most of your research stuff is locked. Power is fine. You can buy power, you buy water because you can't make it yourself. Here's where you hire your little workers. So right away, we're going to hire a builder, and we're going to hire a biologist, because the biologists are the ones that work on the plants. And I think we're also going to do an engineer. What do engineers do? They do tech research. We don't have research yet, so I think we're going to get out of that, and we're going to hire a junior builder, junior biologist, and I want to hire a trained biologist. You got to be a little careful with that, though. Unskilled workers, I haven't found really do anything. I don't really know how to. I'm assuming you can level them up somehow. And let's do a trained biologist as well, and that should be fine. So the way it starts out is this. And bottom left, you have your corridors, which are your little tunnels. You have your rooms. So anything that has this icon on it you can't really click on that, can you? Shows that it's locked. This little, well, I guess it's a research button. Shows that you need to have research to unlock these. Because if you click on one of these, we can't place it down, as you can see. So we can build the small room because it's obviously highlighted just like this, but you can't connect it. You can't connect rooms like this. They have to have a quarter in between of at least one section. Let's just do a T. These are 500. These are 200. Let's just do a T one here, like that. And what we're going to do off of that, we're going to put in a small room like this, and then this other room is going to go here eventually. And we just have to let the builders build. And in the beginning, we're going to be losing a lot of money because we just don't. Well, we have to wait for our workers to come in 1 hour. It should be saying it's coming. When your spaceship is coming, you can't actually order things. You have to wait. There we go. And they're going to start doing things. Well, the builder's going to build, obviously. And as soon as it gets built, we have to start building certain products. That's finished. And that's okay. So we have to go into buying now. So in order to grow anything, you have to start with the cedar. I'd imagine as you level up, more things will be unlocked. This is cedar version 1. Cedar is least efficient. Thank you so much for being least efficient. But it does its job. So basically, it holds 252 seedlings if needed. It tells you your maintenance costs. I'm not sure if that's like out quarterly or just in general, how much water it takes. And then how much power it takes, and then the success rate is 24%. So not very well, but that's the only thing we have. So what we do is you can rotate with R, or you can rotate with T based on what it says on the screen. Let's put that right here. Also, you're gonna then need a planter, and here we have 3 different types. So these are all the same maintenance. This has a lot more water capacity than these two. This one can make more things. This is 600, 1,000, 2,000. This is 14 plant capacity, 12, and then this is 72. So this would be the best one. I just don't know if we should jump into doing this right away. Oh, no, actually, sorry, we can't. We need research. Never mind. I'm like, oh, let's jump into these. We can't. We have to do the wick system. And this is all hydroponic based, which, I mean, I love hydroponic farming. Let's just do... Let's do 3. And then also what you need to do is you need to have a packager. And the packager actually packages your stuff to be able to sell it. And then in here you also, all your plants have requirements. And they all need oxygen, some sort of oxygen, humidity, and temperature. Because if you think about it, we're like on Mars. Like the idea is we're on some foreign planet where there's no atmosphere. Right now, if at the top of the screen, when I put my mouse over top of this room, it tells you the stats. It says right now it's freezing, it's arid, which means it's really dry and there's no oxygen. 0% happiness, 0% worker happiness. So in order to grow lettuce, you're going to need both of these. You're going to need an oxygen stabilizer, which we can put, let's say we put it here. You're going to need a humidity stabilizer, and you're also going to need a temperature stabilizer. Oh, like that. And basically these blacked out, like the darker colors here on the floor, those are places where you can't build anything because there's something occupying it, whether it be the door. This has a certain, like, see how this has a certain, like, spot in front of it where you can't change that? That's what these represent. But this can go like this. You can overlap arrows onto arrows. You just can't overlap machines on top of their footprint that's there. So let's put all those in, and this is going to have to build. So right now our biologists and stuff are going to be helping. Things get built pretty quickly. So everything's up and running. So what we're going to do, we're going to go into here, and now we want to go into planners. So what we got to do is we have to create one from scratch because we don't have anything to copy from, right? This just says requires setup. We don't have anything to put in there. So let's create from scratch. We want to work with lettuce. Now, lettuce requires cold, humid, oxygen-rich air, basically, your environment. Units are 5 coins each per seedling is what you buy, or maybe I guess that's what you sell it for. Because it's a bit kind of unclear. I think it's just your buy and sell price are the same. So it's 5 coins per unit. That's per one, I guess. And then your base products is 252 units. This is based on what we're this thing that we're planting. Production time is 10 hours. Efficiency 100%. So we're going to select that. Now we have to select what seeds. So obviously you can have 3 different types of seeds. You have the Roboplant seeds, which are just quantity needed 13, 13, 13. So you need 13 seeds to be put into one of those planters, which we actually have. Not sure how it tells you how many you actually have, because it doesn't tell you here. But let's just do all the Roboplant stuff for now. So that's that. We need to have growth medium. So you have, this is 18 per unit. So maybe you're actually getting 6. Oh, okay. So this is, okay, sorry. So this is your usage. So these are 6 uses. So one is about 3. One is about 3, and then one is a little bit more than 3. So let's just go with a Roboplant. Sorry, so the numbers down here, when I was saying earlier, I don't know what they represent. It looks like they represent usage, or like times you can use it, or something like that. Something like that, I guess. So let's just do all Roboplant stuff for now. That we have the Roboplant seed, Roboplant rock wool. This is all hydroponic stuff. And then we also have Roboplant different fertilizers. Let's do the Roboplant fertilizer. Now down here it tells you how many you have in storage. This number here is how many you have in your storage, which is over here. It says here you need to have a certain amount. Where does it tell you? Well, maybe it tells you somewhere else. And we can't. So anyway, sorry, we're ready to go here. But the problem is that we can't actually start producing because the requirements are wrong. So we need to be cold, humid, oxygen rich. So we come in here, oxygen rich. We have this set to humid. This needs to be set to cold because lettuce likes it cold. So you'd think that this would change to like a blue color, but it doesn't really do that. But if you hover over this, it now says cold, humid, oxygen rich. So we can now start the production on the lettuce. And if it tells, if you're awaiting materials, like if you don't have enough, it'll tell you. There'll be a box above these. Like this one, does this one have anything? Oh, sorry, this one isn't set up yet. Let's set these up here. Create from scratch, lettuce. We're going to do the seeds, these here, which we actually have some of already. Or we don't have, sorry, we don't have enough. This is going to be generic rock wool, which we have enough, and then generic food, which we have enough here. So we need seedlings, right, which is fine, because we're going to be growing seedlings here. It just takes, how long does this take? About 10 hours, I guess, right? You're lacking resources. Yesterday, yeah, we lost a lot of money because we literally just started. But look at that, though. Look at how cool that is. They're actually harvesting it. And then they're going to all go into a box. Oddly enough, the box then comes out, and I think it goes back into storage. And then it'll be brought back out here again. Watch. I think they, yeah, this one's going to take it now. And it's going to take it. This is the builder. And then they're just going to bring it back. And then, oh, they're going to then plant it in here. Okay. So the way this works here is they're going to plant this, right? So if you want to have to duplicate this, you go to your next one and you hit copy another. And this is the one that we're doing. You hit copy, tells you what you need. You can start your production or not. And then same thing with this one, copy another, this one here, start production. So the seeds go pretty quickly. This is indicating that these machines don't have, can I rotate the camera completely? I can. Oh, okay, that's a bit, you actually hold it down. You don't actually move your mouse. You just hold the middle mouse button. That's kind of wonky. Can I not? Whoa. Okay, I don't like that at all, mind you. How do I do that any different? Okay, there we go with Q and E. So these guys are waiting for materials. These are growing. We're at what, 20%? So it's a bit weird because this is supposedly supposed to harvest a certain amount. I don't know if it's like 1-to-1 or something. It doesn't. I'm a little confused. But obviously we need more seedlings. So let's go to buy, and let's buy 100 seedlings. Oops, sorry, 100. And they'll tell you up here in the right hand corner when they're expecting them. So the reason why these ones here aren't working is because we don't have enough seedlings. Because you have to have enough seedlings, I think, to fill like the order or whatever. As soon as this one comes in, they're going to grab it. And they're going to come all the way back. And there we go. That's pretty neat. We just have to wait for them to plant more. I think the indicator here of these being planted isn't the same as like what it actually shows. And then since these are now being harvested, we need to package the lettuce. So let's go into our packager, create from scratch, packaging. I mean, as the time goes on with this game, you're going to have a lot more options. So let's select. So we're going to require your lettuce. We need 30 units. Quantity unit 30. Oh, it says 30 there. This is how much you would sell if you just sell the plain lettuce. You get 30 coins for it. And let's package some of these, which you get. We have 52, or should we have? I don't know how many we actually have. So basically, it's 31 coins to produce one package lettuce, and one package lettuce gives you 37 coins. So it's basically around a 20% profit off of doing this. But it says we don't have enough. We only have 30, and we need you need to have at least 56. Like everything has a base production unit, which means you have to have at least that amount for it to actually want to start working. But as soon as this one's finished, sorry, this one here, because right now we're only producing 28 units because of the environment and what the stuff is. So right now we have 28 and we have 36 seedlings. We have a lot of bags, and this is the number here of how many uses you have each, the core and everything else. This is, what is this? This is industrial growth fertilizer. I don't know what you can use that on at the moment. I know we're lacking resources. Thank you. But yeah, so you have to kind of figure out eventually, like you're getting 60 units every 10 hours. This one is using 28 units every 18 hours. So you have to kind of figure out how much you're going to need to supply one and then two, etc. But now it looks like we are actually, are we starting to produce yet? Not quite. Why are we not producing yet? We should have enough here. Do we have a base of 50? We only have 28. So in here we need 30. So after this last harvest, which is going to be right, oh, is it here? Yes, we have 56, and it took 30, right? Because it needs, you always have to have a base amount, and the base for this is 30. They're going to put it in, look, and then it's going to package them up. So it's basically like every 30 units, it'll come and activate this. And when this finishes, it's going to put in a little, why are you unhappy? Doesn't say why. I think they don't tell you. And also in this demo version, you can't actually fire people. If you hover over it, it says it's not implemented yet. Because, dude, if you hire someone and you don't like them, you can't fire them. Oh, it's because the worker happiness is low. They're just waiting around because they have nothing to do. Here's the packaged lettuce. As soon as it gets put here, it's going to count, I think. No. So we actually have to go in here and we have to go to do sell. And let's just sell all of it. Confirm. And as soon as this number, or sorry, when this hits 0, which will be very, very soon, it'll come and it'll pick this up and we get paid for that. Because we're actually going to make 30, actually, I thought we only get, we get 33 coins for that? Current price is 35 coins. Oh, so it fluctuates, I guess. Okay. Hey, we had a good day. We made 1,300 coins. Awesome. So this is going to keep running just as this is. There are ratios that I'm going to eventually have to figure out to optimize how, like, uh-oh, it looks like this is broken. Oh, no, it's okay. It just has the icon. You know, so eventually you can min-max a lot of this stuff, I think, as far as saying, hey, you need one packager per 10 of these, per 3 of these, or something like that. But these guys are getting a bit upset. So we have to put a charger. Can I put a charger? You can't build a charger in this area. I don't really know what this area is actually even is. But let's pump the quarter out here a little bit. Let's put in a new room. And this is going to be like our break room. Because they need to recharge or we're going to be out of charge basically, which would be not good. So the rooms apparently don't cost anything. Oh, they just cost money. Okay, it just cost money. They don't cost like materials. So this should get built pretty soon. These ones here we can't unlock. This is a ramp for, I don't know if there's a ramp for it, but all right. Oh, it's a direct route to go outside. Okay, fair enough. And then in this room, we want to do things like, again, you hover over this. Does it tell you anything? These are decor items. Mood boosts. Let's put a plant in here. Because it says room affinity any. So it's any room. This is a medium-sized plant. I don't know what the difference really would be. And if we put a medium-sized plant in... I can't do that. So this is factory, so recycle bin. This is a store rack, relaxing, library shelf. Everything costs money to have, unfortunately. And then we're going to have lab. We don't have lab yet, so common is plant. Then you click on this one. We have a charging pad, repair box, and then arcade consoles. We're going to get a bunch of these. As soon as this gets built, which should be any second here. As soon as it's built, we'll be able to place this. And we're going to have a charging pod here. We're going to have our relaxing station over here. And then let's get some decor. Oh, we can't do that decor item. Let's do a library shelf here. And see if that makes their morale go up. Because you can click on our guys here. This is basically what power they have left, their health, their happiness. So everything's very low at this point. But eventually it'll start going back up. These guys are just unhappy. I get it. Once this stuff is built, someone should be using the charger. Oh, he's using it. Look. So it doesn't do anything. So you gotta... There we go. Jude is charging up. That's the builder? No, it's the biologist. Okay. And then they're gonna do... Is he playing games? Is he actually playing? Yeah, look, their happiness is going up. Okay. So this is exactly... So health is another good one. I need one for health. That's relax. This is... I need something for health. Relax room. This is like a relax room. Maintenance. Charger. Relax is it. Library shelf. Lab. We're not doing lab stuff yet. So, okay. So, room affinity. So, that's basically how the rooms are designated, I guess. And we can put in a couple plants. There we go. That should be helpful. Okay, cool. What's wrong with the environment? What do they need? They shouldn't need anything. They shouldn't need any of these. Maybe the temperature stabilizer? Because I hover over it, it doesn't say anything. This one here says the factory level. Oh, I think it's just this. I think it's just... What is this guy's problem now? Oh. Is he thirsty? Hold on. Is that Finley? That's Jude. Interesting. I don't know what their problem is then. Okay, but we're obviously out of resources. So I think the issue here is we're out of boxes. So let's buy... We need 56 boxes. So let's just buy 150. And there we go. This one needs... seedlings, which we're producing. So I'm assuming, I think we're only getting 60 units, and we're using 42 each. So, yeah, and then I should be able to go in here. Now, I wish you could go in here. Oh, I gotta wait for the ship to leave again. It's fine. Okay, so I click on this, and I go to this, and I click sell. Max confirm. That's gonna be that then. Okay. So good, we have this. We don't have anything to relax, though. Like to get health back. Yeah, we can't do any of these things right now. So the next one we want to do... Actually, you know what, though? I think we're actually out of time for today. So basically what we ended up doing today is... Can I zoom in on this any better? No, it's just this top-down view, and that's okay. But anyway, guys, this has been super fun. Like, it's a lot to... I hate the camera controls, though. So if you hold down middle mouse button and you move it, like, my mouse isn't moving. It's stationary, but the screen is spinning. And you can't lock it back to a spot without it ticking back the other way. Like, it's just very finicky. So you got to use Q and E. But anyway, this has been fun. I'm gonna revisit episode 2 probably very soon, because I want to see how to do the strawberries, because I'm imagining they're going to be a bit different, and I'd love to be able to let's see, to unlock, like, look at all these seeds. We have these things. What are these called? Apium Trade Federation seeds, whatever that is. All these cool seeds, and we have lots of stuff. But this is the basics, without going into too much detail as far as like ratios, which obviously there's too many of these for each of these, or it could be the quality of things we're not doing isn't very well. I don't know. But anyway, we're gonna get onto strawberries next episode. Maybe try to do some research, because there will be, I guess this is the tutorial, right? It doesn't really tell you how to do it, but these are like your challenges, right? So at 5 days, we have this done. Now we have to do the strawberries, which, you know, at the end of the day, we could come in here and just change this all to strawberries probably, which maybe we'll end up doing that anyway. All right, guys, thanks for watching. It's been fun. We're definitely going to relive this episode, and I'll catch you guys next time. Take care now.